I'm starting the recording. Yeah, if you haven't seen the chat, I asked boN, the Terran player, how was he feeling, if he's nervous or afraid, because boN is gold player Terran, and fishlips of course is a pretty known Romanian player from Master League. So he said that he is just excited on playing versus a Master League player, and this is actually the right attitude, because when I'm doing tournaments for the Romanian players, I usually spam every guy and ask him, hey, I'm doing a cup, do you want to join? And a lot of times I'm hearing the same thing over and over. It's like, no, I'm too weak, I'm not going to play because I'm going to lose, I'm going to get my ass kicked. And it's pretty annoying even for the tournament organizer, because I want to have as many people as possible to see people playing, even if there's a big difference in league, your bronze and his master league. Just play the game, it's played for fun. This is one of the reasons, the reason on playing in a cup. You don't have to win it, just play it. Make your target, the first target, to win a game. Then you win a game, on the next cup you set your target to win 2 games, and so on. So I really like that you even see these low level players on cups like this. And don't be some people say, some guys said on chat that even games like Master League versus Gold are pretty entertaining sometimes, mainly because you scout a low level player and you see that, okay, he's not building a guess or something like that, and you expect something, but he's playing totally unpredictable, not like those master level players when they just play standard and so on. Yeah, and also there is a chance that this account will be a smurf or something. You never know. I myself am a Platinum League player, and I think I will maybe soon get to Diamond. I haven't actually practiced too much, but I'm just starting to judge the game better and better. And I'm learning the classic stuff, like if you see a Zerg that's mining gas before the spawning pool, you know that he's like fishlips is doing now, you know that he's going to go for fast Zerlings with speed and so on. The problem is that when you play with your opponent is on low level player, you scout him and you say, okay, he's doing that, but the problem is that he's actually forgotten to do that. And you see that, okay, he's not mining gas, he's going to go for heavy marine build. The problem was that he forgot to place the refinery, and it's usually like that. I've lost a lot of games where I knew I was superior to my opponent, and he had some crazy strategy. I wasn't too familiar to deal with it. Like 1 month ago, I found in my base 5 Reapers. I was like, Reapers? Who the hell plays with Reapers? It's not beta anymore. Anyway, back to the game. We see that boN decided to wall on the bottom side of the ramp. Sometimes it's pretty useful. I've seen a lot of players do that, because one thing is that you wall in with only two buildings, and it also adds another layer of protection versus a banning bus. You can place some other buildings over here, so it's pretty useful. And also, not to mention that if you do it like this, you totally neglect the Zerg ability to scout. If you remember, if you know, sometimes the Zerg just sends one Zerling onto the ramp. Of course, the Zerling instantly dies, but he's able to gain vision over this area, and he sees some of the buildings you placed, and especially if you place a command center over here and so on. But we see that boN is going to go for, let's say, a classic build, 3 barracks, 1 factory. And he still doesn't have orbital command. This is, see, some people say that mules are OP. This is a player who is going to prove that mules are not OP by not building an orbital command. Now fishlips is roaming around with okay, he's going to try to banning bust him. He's trying to end this quickly. Still scouting around, and we have 3 Reapers hanging around. Yay! Let's check it out. Let's see the bailing bust. And the dogs are in. He tries to place down a bunker, he can't. Some micro with the Reapers, but they get surrounded, and there is one bailing that did some damage to the supply depot. And now fishlips is inside boN's base. And everything is falling apart. And don't get me wrong, I'm not laughing at the player, I'm just laughing about the situation. And I like that he has some micro with his Reaper, and he's now producing 3 more Reapers. Seems that this is a classic response to speed Zerlings. It's the Reapers, and there's the GG. Fishlips moves forward. Okay, there's the GG for Fishlips. He was a bit slow, and Fishlips moves forward. Let me stop the recording and search a new game.